Hi, welcome to the Soft Love Witch Coven. So, I am giving myself the opportunity of showing up for 7 days in a row straight and just recording. So, doing a piece of content each day for 7 days without planning what I'm going to say, without actually having any idea what I'm going to say, without doing my hair and makeup and getting things perfect, just plonking down in front of the camera and seeing what comes out. And this is all part of how I've discussed in other videos about being more authentic and being intuitively led and just believing that I have messages of value and seeing what comes out and being more raw and unfiltered and whatnot. And I think there's value in that. So it came as an intuitive insight last night just to show up for 7 days in a row without planning the content and just recording. And here I am. So intuitively, what I feel like talking about today is the concept of everything always works out for me. This is my favorite general broad affirmation. And it's kind of an affirmation that I cling to in times when things are seemingly going really well for me, and also in times where things are seemingly going really shit for me. It's the kind of affirmation that I can use at any moment, at any time, no matter what's going on for me, no matter what outcome I want. And it's also one that I kind of default back to. If I'm thinking, I really could use an affirmation right now, or I could really use something to direct my mind to right now, it's often one that just pops into my head automatically. Or if I'm doing something that's quite involves a high level of stress for my body, like getting my blood taken or something like that, which is not a comfortable process for me. Not a fan of needles, but something like that, and I can't really think clearly. My mind kind of goes into a bit of a flight or fight survival process. Then directing my mind to this is easy and effortless. Everything always works out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything always works out for me. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And what I've noticed when I use this affirmation is my perspective can change, in that, let's say something really seemingly shit is going wrong for me, and I'm going to use an actual tangible example that's happened to me so that we can make this more authentic. If you can hear that scratching noise, it's actually the birds in the gutter just outside my window here. I don't know. I don't understand their obsession with me, but whatever. I don't care, because everything's always working out for me. Okay, so let's say an example is that I lose my job. You know, I still have the emotions of like, that's so unfair. Why did this happen to me? They're going to regret this. All that kind of thoughts and emotions goes through my head. But I've had enough experience now and wisdom to know that it's not worth getting too hung up on those kind of things. Like, sure, I can give myself a day or two, whatever, to go into emotional reaction. I'm not above that, and I don't necessarily want to deny myself of that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, whatever. But I know that it's all just going to pass pretty quickly, like within a matter of days at most. And something that helps me through those moments is my affirmation of everything always works out for me. Because what I've noticed is that it always does work out for me. Always works out for me. No matter how it looks in the moment, or even so it might look like a shitty thing is happening, and the mind is like, well, how can everything be working out for me if things are getting shittier and shittier? Consider that these shitty things are working for you in your favor. Like, how do you not know that losing your job is not the best thing that has ever happened to you? Because it gives you time to work on your dream, or you get a massive payout, or whatever. I don't know, right? A million things could happen. Or it could like push you into a new job, or it could make you hate your life so much that you get depressed, and then that depression leads you to having enough rest to whatever, right? We're the ones prescribing. We're the ones connecting meaning to things, whether it's good or bad, right? So yeah, if you just keep reminding yourself that everything is always working out for me, then things will start to work out for you, no matter how they look in the moment. And then you will start to reflect and be like, oh yeah, that actually did work out really well for me. And things can happen quickly too. I remember once I did this massive award application for a client, and I put a lot of effort and a lot of work into it. And for some reason, I thought the award application was due 5 p.m. Monday. Actually, it was due 5 p.m. the Sunday. Who makes a corporate award due on a Sunday, right? Crazy, but whatever, beside the point. And then I got to Monday and I was like, just about to submit it, and I was like, oh shit, this was due yesterday. I've missed the deadline. Now, thankfully, I knew about manifestation, so I didn't, even though I had this like sheer panic reaction within me, because I am human still, thinking I've just wasted all this client's money and blah, 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 and, you know, put all this time and effort into it, whatever. I let the kind of panic exist, but I didn't buy into the panic, because I remembered that everything always works out for me. And even though I was shitting myself, I kept reminding myself, everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Even though I wasn't 100% convinced, right? That doesn't matter in those moments. And so I called the award place, and I got some lovely, lovely lady on the phone, and she was like, it's fine. It's really no big deal. In fact, I can see that you had already done 95% of the application. You just hadn't hit submit. So she was really okay with submitting it on that Monday. And whilst I was on the phone, whilst I was on hold, waiting to be connected to her, I kept saying over and over in my mind, everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. Everything's always working out for me. Everything always works out for me. And I know it's just kind of like, in the grand scheme of things, a kind of surface level example, but it was a big deal to me at the time, right? As things can be big deals to us. And what do you know? Everything worked out. Everything worked out. So, okay, we weren't a finalist. The client wasn't a finalist. But it doesn't matter because everything's always working out, right? Because I actually went on to use the work that I did for that application for a number of other things, for repurposing content, for a number of other awards and grants applications and things like that. And everything's always working out for me. So who knows what is yet to come, right? So again, opportunity here is to, if you're having a little trouble with your more specific affirmations, like, you know, today I got $5,000 or whatever, why not take a break from that for a little while and go general? I find sometimes going general can really help with your manifestations because it just takes the pressure off the mind to have everything all figured out. And there's kind of a bit of flow to it. And it's like, well, things are just going to work out no matter what, no matter how it looks. I don't have to control this situation. Everything is always working out for me. And even if you're feeling totally shit, totally depressed, totally hopeless, or you're just really exhausted and the thought of having to affirm or manifest specifically is making you feel drained or sick in the stomach, whatever, why not just try experimenting with everything is always working out for me? And I think this is even one that I got from Abraham Hicks. I can't quite remember, but it feels like very much something that Abraham Hicks would have been a big believer in, that everything is always working out, and just aligning yourself with that thought of everything is always working out for me. In fact, you don't even have to do that. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to align yourself. You don't have to force yourself into being someone that everything always works out. I find this is a powerful enough affirmation for me to do without having to do that. I can feel like total shit and think my life is completely fucked and I'm a completely fucked up human, and start doing this affirmation and things soften in the first instance for me internally. Oh yeah, that's right. Things always do work out for me. At some point, things always work out for me. Things are always working out for me. And then, you know, the 3D starts to shift around that, and that's lovely too. So the opportunity here is for you to go general for a little while, whatever that looks like for you. It doesn't matter, you know. Go with your own wisdom and just use the affirmation. Use the, like, how about only using the affirmation, things are always working out for me, for a period of time, whatever, a day, a week, whatever you want. Just do that one thing and see what happens. Let me know in the comments, please. Love feeling like I'm part of your life, honest. Share with me, yeah, what you've noticed just using this affirmation. So as always, in the Soft Love Witch Coven, we treat ourselves with softness, with kindness, with love. We treat others with softness, kindness, and love. Yeah. Bye for now.